first started hunting around 2016, you got your first 8-point buck. You wanted to kind of just go through that experience and kind of, I know it was a little while ago, but as much as you can remember about your first buck that you ever got, and that was with a bow, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe it was my second year bow hunting, legal, because I was about 15. And I was just hunting one day. I was talking to my father, so we set up this new tree stand behind my grandparents down in like a little valley. And it's a perfect spot. You got it's a big bowl basically almost. So the deer will come from one side, they'll funnel down into it, and then they'll wrap up the other side. And I saw that trail, I was like, hey, we should put a stand here. So I was like, all right. So we put up a stand there. I was hunting there for a few days, I believe. And I was seeing deer, nothing too crazy, no big bucks or anything, but one night I went down there, I was like, all right, this is it. I'm really feeling it. It was cold out, a little windy, but not too bad. So I'm sitting there, gosh, got there around noon, and I sat until about 4 or 5. Didn't see a single deer. All of a sudden, there was a red fox that came along right in front of me, just dancing along, and I was like, my grandfather always said, if you see a red fox while you're hunting, something good's gonna happen, or you're gonna see a big buck at least. 5-10 minutes later, heard something, coming up. I looked down, coming up the hill behind me, stand up very slowly, try not to spook them. Turn around, I'm at full draw, it's about 10 yards. Looks at me, I'm like, oh, this is it. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get a shot at him. Starts to turn away, I'm like, boom, got him. He must have he ran all the way down the gully, all the way up the other side, and then he dropped, I think it was like 100 yards away. So,
and for those who don't know, this
gully is
the real deal.
Yeah,
I mean, it goes down probably, I don't know, about 70, 80 feet, and then it goes back up probably another 100 feet, and that deer went all the way down and
all the way up.
And there's only one place where you put this stand where you can actually cross that gully, cross the water, the little creek that's there, and then get up. So how was it dragging out that deer?
Oh, it was not fun. It was not fun. So we went the next morning because I wasn't sure how I hit it. I told my father, I was like, I hit him right behind the shoulders, but I'm so high up in the stand that I'm shooting basically directly down at the deer. He was basically right underneath me. So he's like, well, it's a small window to hit. And I was like, yeah, he's dead up there. But so yeah, we went up there the next day, and my dad was wheezing. He was grunting and wheezing. It's terrible. It was a bad drag for sure, but it was fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So what did it feel like when you finally got it? You thought you hit it, but you confirmed it. You got it, and that feeling of your first buck.
Yeah, I kicked in. I was like, this is insane. I'm gonna do this again and again and again and again.
Right.
Yeah, that's something I always loved. Even when I, shoot a doe or something, it's just reward. It's so rewarding.
Yeah,
it's so rewarding. It's an amazing feeling.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
I mean, to do that in archery season for your first deer, that's an accomplishment. That was a nice buck.